This is very compact, no trunk space. It's very driver. Welcome to another Rice vlog. And today we have our first request, which is so crazy because we never get video requests. Basically, we had a comment in one of our videos, insert screenshot here, and the question was to compare the MX5 and the CRZ based on fun, practicality, and skids. So during this cruise to a morning coffee 2 cars deep with the Bay, we are going to attempt to answer this question. So basically, just to give an intro, I have a 2017 Mazda Miata MX5 ND RF white supercharged. The Bay will list all the mods, I think, on the side of the video. And then he has a 2015 Honda CRZ ZF1 supercharged as well, and he will list his mods on this side as much as we can. To compare for fun, F is for friends who do, is that copyright? Maybe that's copyright. For fun, I am going to say that my car is more fun because Miata is always the answer. I'm just kidding. I think my car is very agile. Look at the agile. The agility is the word I was trying to think of. The agility. This car was made for a driver. It's very driver focused. All the controls are for the driver. It's a balanced car, and that means it has the capability to be more fun. You have the retractable fastback, which is why it's called an RF. By the way, and that means you can enjoy the outside and experience the California sun. So I think that makes it fun. What else is fun in the Miata? The Miata has a very nice Apple CarPlay installment. I can actually navigate cruises, which is fun. So I'm gonna add a point to funness for that. And the Bay is to the side. Let's see what he has to offer.
So right here we're gonna do so the MX5 is faster, but you know the CRZ is more fun, which we'll display here. Oh shit.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Did you? I like how he said oop.
Oh.
Okay, I have to put my windows down because my hair will get everywhere. Anyways, okay, we got a sneak peek. He said he's gonna say the CRZ is gonna be funner, which is biased. Is biased. Okay, what else makes the MX5 fun? The MX5 is fun because there is no trunk space. No trunk space. So that means you have to be creative in the ways that you put groceries. If you buy a lot at the department stores, you gotta be very creative. That's what makes it fun. Be able to reorganize pieces to fit in the trunk. It's like playing a game of Tetris in my trunk. So that's another point of the MX5 funness factor. And I think that kind of wraps it up of why the MX5 is funnest, the funnierest. Okay, as far as practicality, I will probably have to give it to the CRZ. Yeah, I'll have to give it to the CRZ. There is a lot more space in the CRZ. You can probably fit a chair in the back. The seats fold down so you can, or the trunk folds down so you can kind of let it go through the cabin. There is a lot more seating space, so you can see like this is very compact. It's for smaller drivers.
I am small.
And shorter drivers. So the CRZ is a lot more spacious in that regard. We will give it to him. We can't win all the battles, you know? So we gotta give credit where credit is due, and that credit for practicality goes to the CRZ, I think. And then the last part of the question or the request was skids. Okay, skids, I get it. I should win this because it's rear wheel drive, it's a Miata. I should be doing, donuts and everything and burnouts. But I cannot. I have not ever tried it before. The reason for that is I scared. I very scared, and I just don't think I have the knowledge of being able to control my car in case of a time I have to do a correction or I have to be able to steer it a certain way. I do not think I have the capabilities of doing that. I should, in theory, be the winner for skids, but I'm not gonna be out here saying, oh my gosh, I'm so good at skids, I can do donuts, I can do all these things, hashtag driver girl driver. No, I'm gonna be honest, I do not know what I'm doing with skids. So we're gonna say NA across the board for skids category. But that doesn't mean we will be able to work on skids in the future. But yeah, I think for the most part, the MX5 is more fun. I'm going to stand on that. And then the CRZ is more practical, but also fun, but less fun than the MX5. You guys get it. That is my rating. The Bay is gonna do his own rating, and we'll see and compare at the end of this video how different our opinions are on the question. I wonder for the practicality if he's still gonna say his car. There ain't no way he thinks my car is practical. I think we were supposed to do like a grading system.
What I planned on doing was having, kind of writing a mini script to figure out what I wanted to talk about. But I never had time or energy to do that. So we're here now and I'm just talking a bunch of nonsense.
I think that was the plan. So for fun, for the MX5, I am going to give my car a B. An A? An A. We gotta be confident. A. In practicality, I'm going to say C. And then for skids, we're gonna NA because not applicable to this situation. So I'm going to say A and C. Those are my grades for the two ones that apply. Let's see how different that is in the CRZ. Let's see what the Bay says, because so many thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts, but compared to the number of thoughts he has, and we're talking about THOUGHTS, you know, that kind of thoughts. The Bay has a lot. So he also has opinions. So what those opinions are going to be, it beats me. Yay! We had some coffee. We did some chit chat. We got some croissant. How do you say that? Croissant. Okay, well, I finished my review and question answering portion. I guess the Bay is still talking about it.
Is this even a review? What is this? I have no idea. I'm just talking out my butt right now.
So we are just going to keep talking in this portion and, you know, talk about other things. Let me see if I can think of a car that has both fun and practicality that we would get as a third car. That would be a good question. Yeah, I think I guess it is the Civic Type R, or I don't know if we'd want a Focus RS or a WRX, but those are not really in our wheelhouse. So I don't know if I would consider them. But I think the Civic Type R would have been a good choice. Of course, nabbit. Yeah. I mean, the Integra the newer one could probably work as well. I don't think I've heard any complaints about that car. So yeah, I think those would be our options. Or, you know, there's always the option of stancing out a Honda Odyssey with bags. We gotta put bags, and then when we pick up the kids, we air out. There's always that option, you know. But other than that, I think those would be the options for fun and practicality. Oh, and you have to get, for the Honda Odyssey, you have to get the one with a vacuum. The Bay said they have one with a vacuum included in the trunk, I think. Is it in the trunk? So that would be practical because you can clean it up easily. Okay, we are about to take our pulling road. The Bay is on a roll. I am not on